Those fireplaces are definitely getting some use this month, and today we're putting the fun back into functionality when it comes to our fireplaces. This next segment has been sponsored by the Anne Marie Design Studio, and joining us this afternoon is our fun person, Anne Marie Boges. Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely, it's such a joy.
It is a joy, and it is cold
Freezing.
outside. So thank you for bringing a little bit of sunshine.
That's right, yeah.
And we're gonna, lay out by the fire. Exactly.
Perfect day to talk about a fire.
Quite literally perfect. I mean, and right now, a fireplace sounds amazing. What are some different styles and trends that you're seeing?
Well, there's so many things, and I feel like that's one thing that I just wanted to chat about, because a lot of people think, I want to do my whole house, or I want to do a kitchen, and then they forget about maybe what the focal point is of the room next door, which typically is a fireplace. And a lot of times the fireplace isn't maybe the most up-to-date, or it's a little overwhelming thinking, what is it going to look like? It's red brick right now, and I want the whole house to go white and light colors, and so what do I do with a red brick fireplace? Well, that's us. Have us come in. We can help you look at all the options, because you could change the stone, you could do a tile, you could paint the brick. It all depends on budget and kind of what's happening with the fireplace itself. Now, I'm talking about the aesthetics of the fireplace.
Okay.
I am not, your St. Louis company of Forshaw or other companies like that, right? We don't do the fireplace hookup in the inside. I can help get you there, but
you can style it.
Talking about the aesthetics of how to make it look completely different than it does now.
I love that. Well, let's talk about this right here. This is gorgeous. Love the high ceilings.
Yeah, this is a great representation of what you could do with a very tall ceilinged room. So this actually had a very short looking fireplace on it originally with a white mantle. So we took the stone up higher. So that stone's at about almost 9 feet high.
Oh, wow.
And then above that to a 20-foot high ceiling, that's a chevron pattern of wood. Like we took shiplap material, made a chevron behind that big deer head that goes all the way to the ceiling. So we're creating different textures put together there. And then we took this chunk of wood and made it the mantle. We actually recessed a hole for the television. Now that's tricky. That's a tricky thing to do, because you got to make sure you're never going to get a bigger size TV. But in this layout, it worked really well with the size of that. There also used to be a step on that fireplace, like a seat.
Okay.
And so we did a whole new fireplace unit on this one. Got rid of the fireplace where it was up high, brought it down low, and put a hearth on the floor. Now, I will say you always need to do a hearth on your fireplace.
Okay.
Because there is heat that comes out of it. You don't want it to hurt or warm in a too hot of a texture, carpet or things like that. So. This is a space where, I do too, we just changed the finish. So this has sort of a schmear on the fireplace. A schmear means you kind of paint it badly. It's a German schmear. So instead of painting it completely white, it's kind of got the colors kind of pulling through, and then put all the white finishes around it. So white on the cabinetry on the left and the right, white on the mantle. So lighten that space up a lot, right? A lot of people still do like to put their television above the fireplace. It's not for everyone, but is definitely still very trendy.
I am a fan. This is like a modern twist on like a classic. You don't have the high ceilings like you did in the first one.
So this is a kitchen. We actually moved the kitchen in this client's home. The fireplace, they really like the idea of keeping a warm, earthy fireplace feel in their kitchen space. This is the heart of their home. The kids are in there, they're gathering in there. They want it to feel warm and cozy. And they loved the rich texture of that red brick. That red brick is all throughout this house. So it's a very classic, traditional home. And it looked really, really beautiful into that space. Keeping that texture in there is kind of fun.
And I like the textures and the colors and how they play off of each other. It's light and airy with the white, but then you have the classic brick. Then you put in that sage green. It's just fun. It's different.
Warm.
Yes. It makes you want to gather around, like you said.
Does.
Like the family does.
It does. That's
and what about this one right here?
So this one, we've brought that ceiling, that's a 9-foot ceiling height, and then it vaults even higher from there. So we've added beams into it. We took that stone all the way up and wrapped it around all the way far left, far right. We've kind of widened the whole fireplace. So normally you'd see maybe a 5 or 6 foot length. This is probably 9 foot wide, maybe 10 foot actually. I'm trying to think what we did.
Wow.
This is a wood burning fireplace on here, but we have the hearth still at the bottom, and that's with a limestone material. And then the textured stone goes all the way to the ceiling. And again, that mantle, you kind of just get a texture of the mantle. I like to do that at least. Get a wood that's similar to maybe the floor, similar to the beams. So you're tying each other in all the way from top to bottom.
It's all the details. The devil is in the details.
Yes.
I love this too. Again, still light, airy, but you have that contrast, those dark beams, the mantle. This is fun.
Yeah,
Tell
this
me
is a
more
little more
about
crisp
this
and
one.
clean. So the tile is the texture around the background on the fireplace. So on this one, the fireplace is glass in the front. This is a brand new unit, by the way. So not a renovation on this one. It was a new house. And so we took a very large format tile and wrapped it around the whole bumped out fireplace system itself. So it feels more almost like concrete, but it's a porcelain tile, very large, easy to wipe. It is gorgeous. I think that's a railroad tie. I think that's what we found for the
Seriously?
mantle. And then we did not do a recessed television on this one, but that TV is one of those cool ones that looks like a picture frame when it's turned off. So you can
that is
frame those, make
pretty
it look like it's
sick.
just a piece of art, which is really nice. And we tied this in a way where we kind of made everything look floaty and airy at the top, so it didn't get too heavy and overwhelming for you.
That is fabulous.
Can't see the
I love
ceiling
it.
in that picture either, but we have wood ceiling in there, which was kind of fun.
That is pretty cool. I really like that one. This one's also pretty cool too. I mean, the fireplace is like, it's the focal point. My
draws you
eyes are
in.
there.
So now this is a painted white fireplace. So this would be the brick just completely painted white, not the schmear where it's like painting it partially. This has no other colors popping through. So it's really clean, really crisp, really white. And that is the style of the home. So we've got that dark pop of color behind those floating shelves. We got rid of any cabinets back there. Just made it open and floating. Have those little puff ball seats. You see those little puff
Those are
pieces?
cute.
Yeah, they're super cute and they can pull out. You can sit down there. So it's softened around that big white fireplace and it really just makes the space feel all together. You know, we've added the mantle, the beams again. Now those beams are faux foam material, like F-O-A-M, foam.
Whoa.
So they're really lightweight, which is really nice. Cool. I know.
Okay, last one, Amory. This
outdoor.
is pretty cool.
We do outdoor kitchens. In case you do not know, we do kitchens and bathrooms and everything, but we do outdoor kitchens all the time. This is a beautiful outdoor kitchen that we did, and we had a fireplace out there as well. So this is all under this patio area that's open, behind me in the picture. On the right-hand side is the fireplace, left-hand side is where you're cooking, and then you're hanging out in that middle space. So it's just tying in the finishes and materials, making it very natural, earthy colors, really looking like you just took nature and just plopped it right into this space.
Nice. I love that. I didn't know you did outdoor spaces, so I learned something new today.
That's right.
What is your
Cabinetry
design
too.
tip for today, Amory?
Well, I mean, you can't enjoy this without heating up your new home with a hot new design on your fireplace.
Oh, I love it.
Such
We're
a cold
keeping
day to
you
be warm. Yes.
And we're making sure you can enjoy the warmth inside of your own home. We'll make sure you have access to all of those details on our website at studiostl.tv on how you can contact Amory and her design team.